Hi, my name is Allison Lowry, and in my Teach the Class video, I chose to do Antonio Salieri, and I chose him because I listened to a few of his pieces and I really enjoyed it. It reminded me of whenever I used to be in ballet class, whenever I was in high school and I took dance classes, and yeah, it just kind of reminded me of that, so that's why I chose him. So, he was born on August 18th, 1750. He was an Italian composer, classical composer, and he was also a teacher and a conductor. He spent most of his adult life and career as a subject of the Habsburg monarchy. He was one of the most famous figures in the development of the 18th century opera. He wrote many operas and even wrote them in 3 different languages, which I thought was kind of cool because today, it's kind of hard to think of even learning more than one language, because let alone writing a whole opera in it. That was kind of crazy to me, and it stuck out to me. He also shaped and made opera more well-known across the world, and he did that by writing it in all different languages, because not just one language could, understand what was going on. He wrote it in many different languages, and it helped spread the word, and everyone could understand what it was, and everyone got to enjoy it because it was in their own language. Now, during his years of work, he spent time writing operas for many opera houses in Paris, Rome, and in Venice. He was married, and he did have 3 children, and his work was known widely across Europe, and that's where it was mainly performed. And after 1804, he did not write any new operas. His most famous piece of work was the French opera Terror, which he composed in 1787. And after 1804, whenever he was done composing, he actually spent his time composing sacred music and teaching sacred music and things like that. But even though he was done writing operas after 1804, his operas were still composed and were shown and stuff like that. And then on May 7th of 1825, he did pass away, but his work is still known today, and if you haven't ever listened to any of his songs or anything like that, you should take a listen.